I am Dr. Sunil, Head of IT Department. Would like to introduce our own student and our own alumni, Miss Kanchana Rao from ADP. She is the HR of ADP. So over to you, Kanchana.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for introducing me. Firstly, I feel I'm very privileged and honored, to be the part of this podcast series. I'm very blessed, to be associated with college even after passing out. And thanks to Sunil sir, thanks to HOD sir, thanks to Kumaraswamy sir. I've been associated with college in different ways. Without their support, I don't think so that would have been possible. And I'm also very glad and happy that I came back to my alma mater to recruit students, and hopefully in the future will keep recruiting them until I'm part of this organization, and in case if I shift the other organizations as well. That's the part of my role and my job as well. So on total, I think I'm really blessed to have this connect, and most importantly we're all like family, right? And whether it is the faculty here, the HOD sir, the COE sir, we're all like a family. And when you come back to that family, it does not feel any different. I've passed out almost 10 years ago, and it still feels, in mentally I think I'm still in the class sitting, in the IT block. So it's really nice to come back.
Hello everyone, welcome to Alumni Talks presented by Student Alumni Relations Cell. It's my great privilege, it's immensely grateful to introduce you Miss Kanchana, who is currently in HR at ADP. Firstly, thank you ma'am, thank you for coming to our college and willing to share your insights. And without further delay, ma'am, can you share the transition from graduating at SNST to currently working in HR at ADP? How has it been?
Okay. So firstly, I think it has been wonderful. So I finished my engineering and information technology, passed out in 2014, and then that's when I realized, in final year, that's when I realized that actually coding is not my cup of tea. So I had a backup, before in my fourth year I had written certain exams, and I got into Christ University of College University in Bangalore. That's when I I used to take part in a lot of fests, lot of activities, lot of extracurricular activities in college, and I got this advice from my senior saying that your strength lies in people management and you need to pursue a career in that. And that kind of made me thinking. Unlike others, I think I'm very grateful of the fact that I could realize that it's not my cup of tea, and I kind of channelized my energy and channelized my strengths towards something that I would really enjoy. So that's when I went on to do my MBA in HR from Christ University. I got a campus placement from a company called as Mindtree, where I was recruited for diversity, equity and inclusion. That was the role that I was recruited for. And then I started my career there, and it was very eventful, very nice. And then post that, of course it was my first job. It was really I had a great manager to work with. I think what is most important, again, in any company that you join in, your manager kind of plays a very key role in shaping up your careers. So there's a quote that says people don't leave companies, they leave the managers.
Yes, true ma'am.
So I think I was very grateful to work with a wonderful manager in my first company, Mindtree. And then I went on to join ADP as I had shifted back to Hyderabad from Bangalore. And again, ADP I think has been the role that I played in ADP, I'm still playing, is foundation of my career. The total 8 years of experience I have in HR, close to 5 in ADP, and I think that these 5 years has really shaped me as a HR professional. The amount of learning that I got from my managers, from my boss, in ADP, I think has been exceptional. At the end of the thing, I just want to kind of say that it is important to have a intention of your career, and if you feel that certain things are not working out, it's okay to switch careers and have a backup and do something, or take up a post-graduation course where your strengths lie. I think that's how I ended up in HR.
Truly inspiring, ma'am. Ma'am, how has been your experience? You have been into placements, you have been into campus recruitment drives. Now you are the one who takes the care of campus recruitment, and you have been a part of SNST before, and now you are again becoming the part of SNST through recruitment. How has been the experiences to you?
Yeah, so like I said, it's truly overwhelming, and I feel truly blessed. that I used to sit for placements in Sreenidhi, and then coming back and recruiting close to 30 students. And of course, that's the nature of my role, the nature of my job as well. I think it's truly overwhelming, truly, I feel I'm blessed to kind of be, be associated with college for so long and able to give back to college where I have learned so much. I think it's really nice. It's a very good feeling.
Ma'am, what motivated you to pursue your career in human resources?
Like I mentioned, I think one tip that I want to give to everybody is to, kind of have an extracurricular activities apart from your curriculum that you're working on. That's when you truly will know who you are as a person. Because of course, you in your classes, you will know the subjects that are being taught by your lecturers. But if you want to realize who you are as a person, if you take part in these kind of extra fests or NGOs or anything apart from your curriculum. And I think I started this right from first year. I used to be a part of an NGO called a Street Cause. I used to take part in a lot of fests. That's kind of made me realize, interact with people, network with people, have a good, I used to have a good rapport with my seniors and juniors. That's kind of made me realize, who I am as a person and what my strengths lie in. And that's when I realized that people management is definitely my biggest strength. So I ended up choosing that career.
Yeah. Ma'am, and how has been the role of engineering influenced your career?
Sure. So all the companies that I've worked for so far, whether it's Mindtree and whether it's ADP, both are technology companies.
Yes.
I feel if I didn't have this degree in engineering, it would have been slightly difficult for me to kind of understand the roles that they are playing in. So right now I play a role of a HR business partner for the ADP and earlier in Mindtree. So basically a HR business partner role is where you take care of the associate right from after they are recruited, yes, right? Yes. After they are recruited till they exit, that's when the entire whole life cycle is where you interact with them. And it's very important to understand what the people do in IT. Yes. And this role, whatever I've studied in Sreenidhi, this curriculum kind of made me understand. Because if the person, when you interact with them one-on-one, if they say something and if you're not able to follow, it becomes kind of difficult. Yes, so that's when I think it kind of really helped me to understand what they're trying to tell me, and it definitely adds, kind of weightage to the resume as well. Yes. So I think that these are the two ways that has, of course, helped me professionally. But I think on a personal level, whatever I have become as a person, I would definitely give credit to Sreenidhi here in the 4 years that I have been there.
Yes, ma'am, what changes did you observe past Sreenidhi and present Sreenidhi?
Definitely a lot more of buildings. We used to, have... we used to have 4 blocks. I think we used to have the WAN, the IT, CSE and the admin block. Now I see there's a much better infrastructure. Yes, compared to the before, and of course the ORR kind of enhances the entire look even before you come to the university. So I think the infrastructure has definitely become better. The number of students per intake has also increased, and I'm sure the quality of teaching will definitely remain the same, because Sreenidhi is known for it's always one of the top colleges for engineering. So apart from that, I don't see much change. Of course there are few people who left, people who joined, but it still feels home.
Ma'am, in terms of recruiter perspective, what do you look up in students?
I just had a session with the students on how to crack an interview. There are kind of few things that we look at student, because all of them have the same degree. They've been taught the same subjects. They have been part of the same kind of college for 4 years. So what differentiates them? I think number one is their attitude. Yes, whether they have a learning attitude, are they willing to stay back, are they willing to take up that career, or are they just attending the interview for the sake of it. It's very evident for us to kind of know. I think the right attitude is something that we look at. Second thing is the confidence. There's a very thin line between confidence and arrogance. Is the person confident enough, kind of while an interview? I think that's very important. Yes, so that's something that we look at, and somebody who's not arrogant, somebody who's confident. And the third thing that we kind of look at is, are they applying the concepts well? It's very easy for them to, kind of mug up something and, say something, but then the application of the certain concept, are they able to do that well? And the third thing and the other thing that we look at, of course, marks are important, but they're not everything. What are the extracurricular activities that they have? What are the extra certifications that they have done? What are the different fests that they have been part of? What do they know about themselves? You know, this question about tell me about yourself is a very tricky one.
Yes.
Because it's a very deep question than you think it is. So, you know, are they able to articulate who they really are after 4 years of their college? You know, I think that is something that people need to think about before they kind of attend an interview. So these are the main things, you know, the right attitude, the learning curve that they, you know, the career that they want to look at. Do they have a picture of that, or are they attending for the sake of it? I think these are the things.
Yeah, ma'am. And based on your conversation, I got to know that it's all about representing ourselves in the most better way. And it's about, like, even after joining the company, we shouldn't be like it's someone's company.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be in that perspective. We should feel like it's our home, and we should make it a better place.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for that insights, ma'am. And coming to, what advice would you like to give to the students of SNST?
That's a big question. I think you're already in very safe hands. It's a wonderful college to be a part of. People, you know, thrive to be in this college. Even today, even after 10 years of me passing out from this college, I think one key advice that I would want to, you know, kind of give to students is that don't be like a, you know, herd. Like, you know, if people are going in certain direction, if people are doing certain course in AI, if they're running behind the same company, just because other people are doing it, you don't have to do it.
Yes.
Just see whether it's aligned, whether your career or whether your course or whether your subjects or whatever, are they aligning with your strengths? If they're not, I think you need to take a step back and see, you know, what else can I do, you know, to do better or align. Aligning your strengths with your career is the most important thing, which nobody will tell you, because your career is not a 2 years or the 3 years course that will come to an end. It is going to be with you at least for the next 30 to 40 years, and if you don't enjoy what you're doing, it becomes really difficult to sustain in that particular job rather than feeling bad. So career intentionality, having that intention and knowing your strengths, aligning your strengths to your goals and aligning your strengths to your career is something that I would advise to all the students.
Ma'am, what are some of the unique challenges you usually come across while being your role at ADP?
Different challenges that we come across. Of course, we deal with people. When actually people are the most you know, complex creatures, right? When you're at least cracking a code, you will know there's some bug to fix. But then when you're with humans, I think empathy is the first thing that you need to have in this profession as a HR. You know, kind of understanding what their needs are. There are people, you know, who have different needs, and how are you, you know, kind of pertaining or you know, giving in to their needs, taking care of them, having empathy towards your fellow human beings. And HR play a very important role because they are the bridge between the management and the employees. And it's a very tough situation to be in, because both are your key stakeholders, your management, that is your, you know, your the company that you work for, and the associates, right, whom you have a, you know, where you are the face of the HR, right? Having a, you know, a bridge between these two is kind of very important. And how do you manage that? You know, it's all about stakeholder management, and it's not the same you know, situation that comes up every time. Every day there's a new situation that you deal with, right? So how relevant are you with different you know, things that are happening with you? How are you able to take care of that certain situations? And all of these are something that we kind of face in our day-to-day lives. Yeah.
Truly inspiring, ma'am. I mean, you really depicted the way HR works. Like, most of the people will think like HR is a person who will take care of the recruitment, all this, but they don't know the back-end process, what's going on exactly.
Yeah.
That's true, ma'am, and truly inspiring. And what's the top 3 things you'd like to mention about SNST?
Top 3 things about us that I like?
Yeah, ma'am, that you like.
Of course, you know, I think my faculty kind of played a very important role in my life. You know, I think we were very blessed to have that faculty. Second thing, I think very good infrastructure again. You know, I think it's one of the few colleges that kind of had AC buses back in 10 years ago.
Yes.
That infrastructure that, you know, kind of helped us, you know, to kind of live a very, you know, kind of a convenient and a very comfortable life. And third thing, I think, which made my college life great, of course, were my friends. So overall, I think thank you for being, you know, for making me a part of this podcast series, for the alumni, series podcast. Again, like I said, I'm very blessed, very overwhelmed, and it feels really nice to give back to college, which has taught me so much. So I will continue to give back to college in whatever way I can, and hopefully, get in more of my peers and more of my colleagues who were or students who studied with me, so that we can have that bridge that gap, and I can bring them back to college as well. So just wanted to say thank you to all the faculty, to the all the esteemed people out there, and just wanted to say that how blessed I am truly to be a part of this college.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
ma'am. It's immense pleasure from my side as well to host you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.